Hey, what's up divine beings? It's your boy Marco Chak. Welcome to this video. In this video today, I'm going to share how can you start being enough for yourself. So by the end of this video, you'll get some of the common reasons why people don't feel enough for themselves and what you can start doing to feel whole again. If it's your first time, welcome to this channel. Consider subscribing for juicy weekly personal and spiritual growth videos. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Before we get into the how-tos and techniques, it's very important for us to look at the reasons why we are not feeling enough. And if you look at the word healing, it means to become whole again. So our baseline is whole, but something in our journey made us feel incomplete. So if we want to feel enough again, we want to feel whole again, we have to heal whatever we need to heal inside us. I don't know what is that for you specifically, but for a lot of people, it ties back down to childhood. During our childhood is a very sensitive period of our time. And when we're growing up, we really need 5 elements for a really good childhood to effective emotional regulation. And those are love, connection, attunement, autonomy, and trust. And so if you don't have a perfect upbringing, whether that is in your childhood or up to your teens, it can really affect our self-esteem and the way we regulate our emotions. On top of that, the self-doubt and the self-consciousness is something that we have innately as part of our reptilian brain. But now we also have a frontal cortex, which we can utilize to discern between what is really us and who we want to embody as us versus our negative thoughts. And I speak more about that concept, how to observe and direct your mind, in another video. You can check that out if you want to sharpen that mindfulness and to lead your psyche a little bit more. But back to this topic, I'm assuming that some part of your journey you were hurt, which made you feel incompetent, whether that is a stressful environment that you grew up in poverty, or just family being divorced, living in a high stress environment, country, pollution. Would that be more personal traumas like sexual abuse, bullying, or just like a hurtful comment from a friend, a teacher, whatever it is for you along your journey, because of those experiences shape the way you think about yourself and your ability to self-regulate your emotions. So with this premise, we can say, hey, you know what? Those are the causes that led us to feel inadequate. And so it's very important now to go back to those roots and to eradicate those thoughts, those beliefs. And once that's gone, then we can start embodying the feeling of being enough right now and knowing that we are enough. And so I'm going to talk about the healing modalities that we can use right now. And first, I will talk about the way that we can heal ourselves, and then I'll dive a little bit into the different ways that you can seek for help from other people as well. So the way that we're going to heal ourselves is sort of like the way that a surgeon heals their patient. They'll cut open the wound, find wherever the tumor is, get the tumor out, sew the wound back up, apply some medicine to heal the surface, and to prescribe some medicine they need on top of that to heal the wound and to recover faster. So that's sort of the approach that we're going to do with the self-healing technique. And before I share the self-healing technique, please comment down below, what is it that you want to start eradicating? This is very important because we want to make sure that we're clear with our intent, as well as to support the people in this community, knowing that, hey, you know what? I'm going through the similar situation. Don't sweat it, we're all in this together. So with that being said, let's get into this technique. So this technique requires a little bit of emotional resiliency, but the payoff would be huge, okay? So the reason why I'm closing my eyes, because it involves a little bit of meditation or entering a meditative state. What you want to do is to really connect with your subconscious mind, because the wounds that you have in the past The big ones, yes, you would remember them. But a lot of times it's also the little incidents that you have where if I told you to think about it now, it's very hard to think about it. So you want to come out in nature or be in a very zen, quiet space, go to your sanctuary location, right? Close your eyes and just connect back to yourself, to your body, have that awareness back to yourself. It helps if you have a foundation of meditation, but if not, it's okay too. It will work. The most important thing is to have that clear intention of what you want to discover. And so you want to just go back into that meditation space, connect back to your heart space, very important, and just to observe. Just be the observer of, hey, what is it that I need to heal? Lead with this one question. What is it that I need to heal? What is it that I need to experience? And as you sit on that and allow your consciousness to flow into that, different memories will pop up. And let's say a very traumatic experience show up right now. Instead of feeling the fear, feeling scared, feeling the low vibrations, feeling the hate, feeling the anger, whatever that you're feeling right now, tap into your heart, shine some light into that feeling. That's how we're gonna remove that out. Start accepting what happened. Try your best to forgive. Try your best to love, because love is the most powerful healing energy there is. And so if you can inject that inside yourself, it can clear out that space, and now that void will be filled with love. And it's also very important for you to think about what happened in another perspective. Think about the silver lining of what happened. What is something that you can learn from it? What is something that you're grateful for what happened? There's always an equivalent of good and bad. It just depends if we're able to see it. So once you cleanse out the emotions, express them, whether you need to cry, whether that you need to be angry, let it out. And then introduce a wave of your warm-hearted love into yourself. And that would fill the void that you're trying to feel, and you'll feel more complete and you'll feel more whole. It might take one session, it might take multiple sessions, but the more you do this, the more you become whole again. And that's the operation that you can do on yourself. And on top of that, how we can soothe and sew up that wound is to have affirmations and saying, hey, I am enough. If that is not powerful enough for you, you can say I am enough because. So the affirmation also helps just help you ground yourself. Whenever that negative thoughts come in, you can shift to that affirmation. And how can you heal that wound quicker is to start taking care of yourself. Start proving to yourself that you're there for yourself. Start practicing that self-love every single day. Because when you're doing that, you give evidence to yourself saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm enough. I'm deserving of attention. I am deserving of love. I'm deserving of happiness. And building on top of that, that's why it's so important to be on your personal and spiritual growth. That lays the foundation for your well-being. So that is a very powerful way that you can heal yourself by yourself. There's also another way, if you don't feel that this way resonates with you, I'm going to share a couple of ways. One is obvious therapy. There's a lot of good therapists out there. The second modality, I'll say, is plant medicine. This is a little bit out there one for some people, but I've done a lot of research because I'm planning to do an ayahuasca retreat. And ayahuasca is really good for a lot of different purposes. One of the purposes is to flesh out the traumas that's within us. Maybe from this lifetime, maybe from the past lifetime. So if that's your thing, plant medicine, try that out. Make sure you find a reputable source and it will help you a lot. Last but not least is life coaching. With life coaching, most coaches focus more on the present and future. So make sure you chat with the life coach that you want to work with to see if he or she also deals with the past. At least for me in my coaching, I also have the ability to release things that are in the past that you are struggling with so that you can become the best version that you can in the present moment. to move forward in the future. So if you're interested in trying a life coaching session with me, you can sign up for a free Discovery Life Coaching session below, where it's a 1-hour coaching session where I can give you a taste of my coaching. And if we're a match, we can work together and I'll take your personal growth to that next level to become a happier, more fulfilling, more whole person. Before we say goodbye, please comment down below what are some of your biggest takeaways and your favorite healing modality. Feel free to also comment any feedback that you have. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you want to stay connected, you can check out our Conscious Conversation podcast, juicy stuff. You can opt in our email list, link below, and we'll send you a nice little free gift. And you can also check out our Facebook Mastermind group. It's something that I've created recently. Just want to aggregate people that are into their personal development and spiritual development so that we can have that nice vibe. We can help each other accelerate and grow and to keep each other accountable. So you can check that out in the link below as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sending a lot of good healing energy to you. You are whole. We are one. Namaste. I'll see you next time. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I had fun shooting this video. Peace.